Morgan. Your next performer is a junior computer engineering major from Long Island. Please welcome Mike McEleney.
Hey guys. So, now that I'm finally an adult, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the childhood milestones we hit, and I've realized that the ones that they tell you are big and important are really total bullshit. Like, for me, one of the biggest milestones I hit was realizing that you can't just be naked whenever you want. Like, because as a baby, that's totally cool. Like, you can just show up at family gatherings, just butt-ass naked and wander in there, like, hey, I'm here. It's like, oh, it's adorable. Wave your little baby dick in front of grandma's face. I do that shit now. Like, grown-ass man walk in, like, buck naked. Yo, what's up, guys? Family gathering, that's cool. Go shake my adult dick in front of grandma's face. Grandma would have a goddamn heart attack. Another big one, learning to curse. Because in many ways, the first fuck is like infinitely better than the first fuck, right? So I remember riding the bus as a little kid, and it was like a vocab lesson. Like, people would just be yelling shit back and forth across the bus. And like, your little kids see you suck at cursing, so like one kid would be like, you are shit. And the other kid would be like, your dick doesn't pee straight. I remember this one time, this little kid at the front of the bus, I swear this happened, just jumps up in the middle of one of these like stupid little shouting matches and just yells, why don't you end it already and just call him a pussy licker? And I'm just, first off, like, how does that end shit? Like if I'm like getting the shit kicked out of me by some dude and he's just pounding on me, I'm just like, go away, pussy licker. He's gonna back off, like, okay, fine, fuck that. And another thing, like, what's the deal with being able to turn any random string of words into just a disgusting sexual act nowadays? Right? Like, back in the day, you had to be William Shakespeare to invent your own cool innuendo. But nowadays, thanks to Urban Dictionary, any jackass can just take some, like, American legend and put his own bullshit sex thing on his definition. Like, I don't know, Google, or don't Google, Urban Dictionary, like, Daniel Boone. Like, I have no idea what the fuck it is, but I guarantee it's like a dude who fucks porcupines, or like a man who shits from a tree onto small helpless children. Because that's what it is nowadays. Like take for instance the term blumpkin. Right? Yeah. It sounds like a delicious treat one might purchase at a Dunkin' Donuts. But that is not what that is at all. It's actually, I'm sorry everyone, but it's the act of performing fellatio on someone who's taking a shit. Yeah. Another example, Alaskan pipeline. I know, right? You would think that it's just transporting oil across Alaska. Turns out that it is the act of shitting in a condom, freezing it, and then, and then reinserting it into the place it came from. So, I think the worst part about this, though, is right at the bottom of the definition, it says, invented at the University of Iowa by Brian and Andy S. Like, look, I understand you're in Iowa, sounds like a boring place, I really don't know anything about it, but like, what the fuck? I have a few questions. Like, first off, like, why would you put your name to that shit? Are you including this on your resume? Are you submitting this to your boss like, oh, just so you know, I invented this cool poop technique? Like, another thing, like, how did you come up with it? Did Andy turn to Brian, Andy, I really gotta take a shit. Brian's just like, I guess Andy's just like, dude, don't worry, I got a fucking condom right here. Take care of this. When did the freezer come into play? The worst of all is like, why does it take two people to do this? Like, are they just, like, is like Ryan holding it open there for Andy? Did Andy need to borrow Brian's freezer? Are they just taking turns? But I think the most important question, really, that they failed to answer is, what do you do after it melts? Yeah. I'll leave you with that. Thanks.
McEleney, giving you something to think about.